Have you ever had one of those moments where everything just clicked? When writing stops feeling hard and suddenly the words begin to flow? Well, recently, one of my coaching clients experienced exactly that. After years of wanting to write her book, in just a few months of working together, she just completed her manuscript. Yes, I said that. She completed her manuscript. I'm super proud of her and excited to continue walking alongside of her. And get this, she became so locked into her writing flow that she literally pulled an all-nighter because she couldn't stop writing. Now, before you say, well, Donna, that could never be me, I want you to stick around because today I'm sharing what I believe contributed to her breakthrough and how you can experience momentum in your own writing journey too. Let's get it. Ready to write your first book and make an impact? Do you wish you could organize your book ideas without feeling overwhelmed and actually find the time to write and finish your book? Hey, I'm Donna Sherrie, a book writing coach and author. Welcome to Book Writing Made Simple. Inside this podcast, I'll teach you how to get a clear vision for your book idea, get organized, keep it simple, and develop a writing plan so you can finally get your book out into the world. Grab a notebook and pen with your favorite cup of tea. Hey, aspiring author, welcome back to Book Writing Made Simple. I'm your host, Donna Sherrie, book writing coach and author. Before we get into today's episode, can we celebrate for a moment? Let's clap it up. We officially hit 10,000 plus podcast downloads. Listen, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing episodes. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your writing journey. Whether you've been here since episode 1 or you just found the podcast recently, I appreciate you. I appreciate every single download, review, share, and follow. This milestone belongs to all of us. This has truly been a journey and it is continuing to evolve. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am truly grateful. I truly love what I do. This milestone is proof that there are aspiring authors all over the world who are saying yes to their book assignment, their God-given assignment, and I am honored to walk alongside of you. Speaking of helping you move forward with your writing journey, I also want to share that I have a free book outline template called Plan Your Book with Clarity available for you in the show notes. This template will help you organize your ideas in one place, map out your chapters, write down key points and stories you want to include, clarify your book message, and create a simple direction for your writing process. The link to grab your free book outline template is in the show notes. Thank you again so much for rocking with me here on Book Writing Made Simple. And we are going to continue on talking about all things book writing so that you can get to the finish line and make a kingdom impact with your book. Alrighty, let's jump into today's episode. What if the thing standing between you and your completed manuscript isn't talent? What if it's not time? What if it's not even knowing how to write? But what if it's momentum? Because once momentum kicks in, everything changes. Writing becomes easier. Ideas begin connecting. Confidence increases. You stop questioning yourself every 5 minutes. You finally begin seeing progress with momentum. Today, I want to talk about how momentum is created and what happens when you stop waiting for inspiration and start engaging in the writing process. One of my clients recently completed her manuscript, and I'm so proud of her. I just have to brag on her. And if you're listening to the show, you know who you are, girl. And I'm just so super proud of you. When we first started working together, she had the desire to write a book. She had a message. She had the experiences. But like many aspiring authors, she needed a plan, structure, direction, and accountability. Over the last few months of us working together, she stayed engaged with the process. She created her outline, fleshed out chapters, just really taking it one step at a time to write her book. Now, don't get me wrong, there were moments of overwhelm. There were moments of resistance. And there was also the moment of feeling vulnerable and feeling uncomfortable. But she didn't shy away from that and quit the writing process altogether. And because she did not, because she stayed the course, something happened, something shifted. She hit a breakthrough. Then the writing began to flow for her. Ideas started connecting, the pieces started coming together, and before she knew it, she was so focused on finishing her manuscript that she pulled an all-nighter because she couldn't stop writing. I am truly amazed. Now, I'm not recommending all-nighters by any means, but what I am saying is this: when clarity meets commitment, momentum happens. Momentum with the Holy Spirit can take you further than motivation ever will. I want to say that again. Momentum with the Holy Spirit can take you further than motivation ever will. We know that motivation comes and goes, it runs out, but with the help of the Lord, it will take you further. He will take you further than motivation ever will. So, number one is that momentum comes after action, not before. Many aspiring authors are waiting to feel inspired before they write, but writing momentum is created through action. You have to take action, not waiting, not overthinking, not researching or staying in the cycle of researching, but actually writing. Your next breakthrough may be hiding behind your next writing session, but if you keep skipping your writing session, you may not get to that breakthrough. You don't need another sign that solidifies you're ready to write your first book. You need to start. Once you start moving, momentum has something to work with. That's what we want. So momentum comes after action, not before, not staying in a state of staleness or waiting for inspiration. Number two, partnering with the Holy Spirit and seeking support creates clarity and flow. One thing I've noticed over and over again is that breakthrough often happens when writers stop trying to figure everything out on their own. My client, she didn't just wake up one morning and magically complete her manuscript. She partnered with the Holy Spirit. She sought guidance. She stayed connected to support. As she continued showing up, clarity began to come. The Holy Spirit will often reveal the next step, not the entire book. Sometimes He gives you a chapter. Sometimes He reminds you of a story. Sometimes He reveals a missing piece that brings everything together and you can run with it. And sometimes He sends people into your life to help you navigate the process. That's why I totally believe support matters. Whether that's a coach, a writing community, an accountability partner, a therapist, or a trusted mentor, there is wisdom in not trying to do everything alone. How often do we try to do that? I know even for myself, as I've walked this journey of life for nearly 40 years now, there were times in my life when I really tried to do things alone and I only got but so far. But when I really began to rely on community and asking for help, that's when my success came. That's when I was able to walk a little bit further and get through some things. When clarity increases, the writing flow, or as I like to call it, the writing oil, often follows. So support matters, and it's okay to lean on support. And that's why I created my free Plan Your Book with Clarity template, because many writers aren't stuck because they lack ideas. They're stuck because their ideas aren't organized. Clarity removes overwhelm. When overwhelm decreases, writing becomes easier. So be sure that you're partnering with the Holy Spirit and seeking support, as this will create clarity and a writing flow for you, gaining that momentum that you need to get to the finish line of writing your book. The third thing that I want to encourage you to do to gain momentum is to celebrate small wins. Small wins lead to big victories. My client didn't complete her manuscript again overnight. Just want to make that clear. She completed it one chapter at a time, one writing session at a time, one small win at a time. Sometimes we're looking for such huge progress. We want to make these huge strides and just run a marathon, but that's not always the case. That's not always the reality. But God often works through consistency, being consistent. Are you being consistent on your book writing journey? If you haven't been, I want to encourage you to do so. So when it comes to small wins, celebrate finishing a chapter, celebrate writing a page, celebrate completing your outline, and celebrate sticking to your writing schedule. Those small wins matter. They all add up. They lead to the big victories. And it shows that there's evidence that you're moving forward. It's evidence that your book is finally coming together. So make sure that you celebrate. If you've been feeling discouraged lately, don't underestimate the power of one writing session. Don't underestimate the power of what you've already accomplished on your book writing journey. One chapter, one paragraph, one decision to keep going. You may be so much closer to your breakthrough than you realize. I want you to keep showing up. I want you to keep writing. I want you to keep trusting God with the process. And if you haven't already, I want you to grab the Plan Your Book with Clarity book outline template. Because as I always say, your outline is your bullseye. You need something to focus on. You need something to help you visually see your book coming together, and that will be a guide and help you every time you sit down to write. So to recap what momentum is all about and how to get a writing breakthrough, momentum comes after action, not before. Partnering with the Holy Spirit and seeking support creates clarity and flow. And thirdly, small wins lead to big victories. If you're listening today and you're thinking, Donna, I want that kind of clarity. Donna, I want momentum. I want to know exactly what I'm writing and where it's going. Then I want you to download my free book outline template, Plan Your Book with Clarity, because sometimes your breakthrough starts with getting organized. So important. And I talk about that a lot here on the show. You can grab the template in the show notes. Just hit that link. And remember, your manuscript won't complete itself, but one writing session at a time, one chapter at a time, and one act of obedience at a time, you can absolutely finish your book. Until next time, ciao. Thanks for tuning in. I hope today's episode inspired you to take that next step to write your book. Remember, small steps lead to big results. If this podcast has blessed you in some way, be sure to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Your support means the world to me, and it helps others to find the show. Also, be sure to pass on the inspiration by sharing this episode with a friend who could benefit from this message. God bless you, sis, and never, ever give up.